You and I have talked before about what I consider to be far too many soccer leagues in America that robs from the popularity, robs from the money, robs from what could be a really great centralized effort, sort of like NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, major leagues, and then your minor leagues. MLS has another developmental league starting in 2022. This one is called the MLS Next Pro, and the Rochester, New York Football Club decided that they're going to join this. To me, Bruce, this is just a minor league, and
It is.
don't call it. I guess I'm too American. I chafe at calling it developmental league. Call it what it is. It's a minor league, and make sure that it's very affordable. Have your feeder system that goes through to the MLS, but stop creating this as I don't want to see this equated anywhere close to the same level as MLS. You're a
I
minor
don't
league.
think so. What the MLS has been working on for the last couple of years is to come up with a system that develops American players, and provides a pathway to play MLS soccer. So what they did first is they set up the MLS Next system. That's part of their academies. So each team has MLS Next as a part of it. And so those are the youth programs. And they had an amazing event where they had multiple age groups all set up, and they played it a few months back. The next place that MLS was going to go was to have their own minor league system. So
Okay.
right now, prior to this announcement yesterday about MLS Next Pro, most of the teams that are going to be in that Next Pro have been playing in the USL system. So what is happening is those teams are coming over in 22 and 23 to be a part of MLS Next. There will be some teams that are currently either in USL Championship or in League One that will stay in the USL system for one more year and then move over. And you're going to see more teams. And what was very interesting to me, you mentioned Rochester. What was very interesting to me is that not only were almost all of the teams associated with MLS clubs, you had an independent club coming in like Rochester. So, what is going to be very interesting over the course of the next couple of years is going to be the power struggle between MLS Next Pro and the USL pyramid. So now you have multiple levels of development all the way up from youth to MLS, and you have the same type of structure going on with USL. The difference being MLS being considered in the eyes of USSF as the top division, the premier division in the United States, and USL Championship being the second division in the United States, and then League One being third division, League Two being fourth division. You have NISA over here. This is going into the alphabet soup
See,
that
here
we
we
talked about
go.
before.
Too many
And
leagues, too many teams.
well, and so once again, you have a situation where MLS has been working in concert with USL for years, and they have decided that what they want to do is bring that under their own umbrella.
Okay,
So
then
what it's
is
going to be
this
very
not?
interesting.
It's great, but does this not lead then to the MLS looking to absorb the USL, USL ceasing to exist one day, and MLS creating that one shot across the board? I'll tell you, this looks just like what the NBA did to the
I
ABA
don't.
about
I
a
don't think
million
so.
years ago.
With this move to MLS Next Pro, I think you're going to see MLS take all of their minor league teams, put it under their umbrella over the next couple of years, continue to grow their league. I think you're going to see USL, which has done a great job of being independent and going into minor league cities throughout the country, continue to build their league. I think they're going to stand independent of each other. I do not see a merger on the horizon
See,
at any point.
I'm going to make a prediction for you here then, because this all comes down in the end to money. The USL has set and made all these wonderful minor league footprints, if you will, these smaller cities. So the money, eventually, it's becoming tough for every league to make it these days. And COVID-19, the pandemic, certainly put a stretch on everybody. If the USL starts to run out of money, or they start to see themselves in real bad trouble, they will go to MLS. They will look for the merger. MLS will accept them. They will blow out the teams that aren't making any money. They will absorb the cities that are the smaller cities, if you will. They'll create them as the MLS top tier and the MLS minor league. That's it. Honestly, Bruce, I think, and again, look, this is opinion, and everybody's got an opinion these days, but I've seen leagues do this before, and with the money, the way things are so tight these days, I don't think two major soccer leagues can exist in America. I think it's going to be one. And I'll tell you at this point, I think USL, if you were to talk to somebody right now in the USL front office, which I haven't, and again, this is all just based on experience, I'll bet you there's people there going, we have to look at that as an option, that when they come in, and
Well,
it might just be the right thing to do to save our asses and keep everybody from going belly up.